Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I am going to show you how I made this card. I am going to change up a few things, but nothing really major. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing that we need is a piece of certainly celery, and this is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then you score it at 5 1/2. Then you're also going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. You're going to need some scrap white, and then we are using some old retired Designer Series paper up, but you could use any Designer Series paper that you have. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our stamping. I am taking soft suede, and I am using the stamp set called Morning Cup from Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to stamp the little tea bag, and then I'm going to stamp 2 coffee cups. And on the little tea bag, I'm going to stamp down below, it says Tea-Triffic right there. And then I'm going to use the steam above the cups. Okay. Now I am going to take the 1-inch square punch, and I'm going to punch out all 3 of these. This is where I changed it up. Before I left them all this, I left them the 1 1/4 inch size, and I decided that I wanted to use a soft suede on the background of them, so I ended up changing them up and having the soft suede the 1 1/4 inch, and you need 3 of those punched out at that. And then we're going to just add these to the center. Okay, so it's like that. Then we're going to also take and we're going to stamp out the little teapot, just like so. And I'm going to clean off the steam. And I'm going to use my marker, and I'm just going to color in the center steam using my marker. And then I'm going to stamp this right above, so you just have the one little steam coming out. And for this, I just cut it out. So there. So now for the little squares that I have in there to make them look like they're oh, I just laid that right in that. Oh. Okay, now for the squares, all you need is some scrap squares. So you need to punch out 3. Just use some scrap paper. And this was a 1 1/4 inch punch. You could do whatever size punch you wanted. I saw this idea, I'm trying to think of the lady's name. And you want to put to these, now I'm eyeballing, you could measure, but you want to always, if you're going to eyeball, you want to always do your end pieces first, then your one in the middle. So it looks like it. Okay. So then after that, the reason why you wanted the scrap paper is because you're going to go back over top of it like this, and you're going to punch out those squares again. So there you have it. So then we're going to decorate this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of Designer Series paper that I have, and I'm going to put it right across here. Okay. Now I'm going to just place this on here so it's flat. Then I'm going to take and put my adhesive on the backs of all these. Okay, now I have this on here right about where I want it to be. Oh, and I go ahead and move it. Now I'm going to put a teacup down here and one here. And then I'm going to put the tea bag in the middle. And now you're just going to lift this up. And those are going to stay down. So it looks like that. And then the next thing I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add a piece of ribbon. And I took another punch that was square punch that's 1 3/8. So if you don't have the punches, you can always cut them out with your cutter too. And I'm just going to add some adhesive and set this in the middle so it looks like that. I'm going to run some adhesive along this ribbon, and I just punched this out with the ribbon punch. And I'm just going to add this along the top. Snip off the ends. Okay, and then I'm going to take some pop dots. And put one pop dot on this one. Put it right there in the middle, like that. And I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put a pop dot in every one of these little sections here. Back over, and we're going to line up our squares. And put that right down. I just think that made it pop a little bit more. Now I just dropped this in the ink that was over here. I'll have to change that up, but I think it made it pop a little bit more away from the white, so that's why I changed it up and put the end up putting the black back there. So that's my card for today. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.